having like a mech sniper.
I'm gonna correct you. It's technically XCOM 2 because there was one before Enemy Within, but
Yeah, we don't count that.
and for the record, I'm not talking about Enemy Unknown. There was a game that was before Enemy Unknown. Enemy Within is Enemy Unknown, but was all the DLCs.
Yeah, but the whole situation there.
Also, women speak.
You just need a single. Hell, all you really need is two medics.
I am speaking.
Okay, pretty much you need a runner. I don't know what they're fucking called. Assault, actually. That's it. Because damn, are they helpful.
But Mac, if you don't believe me, there's the settings. Right there.
I believe you. I believe that you're a bitch. Just kidding. I believe you.
These fucking voidlings only have 30 HP. What the hell?
Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. He's Mr. Bitch, I'm Mr. Boozle. That's the gay. And welcome back to...
Can we talk about how these things are supposed to have like 80, 200? Bullshit.
They have that little?
Got 30.
Okay, for anyone watching confused about what the hell we're talking about, apparently enemies' health and divinity are fucking multiplicative depending on how many players you have.
Multiplied, you mean?
Multiplicative. That's what that means, man.
I don't think that's a word. Never have I ever heard someone use the word multiplicative.
Mac? Disappointment.
When's the last time I heard someone use multiplicative in a sentence?
You're right. People don't use fancy words no more. But it's a word.
Let me just send a screenshot real quick, because Mac doesn't know fucking words. Can you read, Mac?
I don't remember. Do dwarves just get a stealing bonus, or is it everything to do with scoundrel bonus?
I think it's scoundrel. I think it's scoundrel that does it. I never looked at Beast's stats, so I'm honestly not sure.
No, it's not Beast, it's being a dwarf. In this game, it's a dwarf passive, I just don't remember which one. It's not racist when it's a passive put into the game.
Sure.
I'm offended.
You should be the one offended. You're racist towards him.
Hey, Beast is like a good guy. Really funny.
Not racist, it's an assessment of your character. If he said he's good at stealing because he's dark-colored, that would be fucked.
Never say that again.
Will do. Or won't do. We'll see how it goes.
Was that Sienna's voice actor? Did I hear that right?
What character?
Captain that just exploded. It sounded like Sienna's voice actor from Vermintide and Darktide.
Okay. One, make sure just not to include yourself in the stream. You good. Alright,
Buttons don't work.
Yeah, no offense, dude. Destiny isn't gonna make itself up to a lot of people, because Destiny isn't that good of a game. It just has a large following because of it existing. And being one of the more major ones of its kind of games.
If you can walk, get
That's what it
yourself
should
off
have been
that.
at the start,
There's a
dude.
Wait, Void Woken.
I mean, it's not like Destiny 2's story is over or anything.
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch. They who are about to triumph.
I mean, Bungie should have stopped working on Destiny years ago.
Worse.
I thought Void Woken was supposed to be scary.
I mean, in all honesty, let's be 100% transparent about it. Bungie's probably going to be one of the companies that go down along Ubisoft.
Meet your maker.
Doom belongs to Bethesda. Doubt it. Don't get me wrong, Doom is a good title, but I think it's really overhyped.
No telling whether there might be more. We need to move.
Away! The sea's hungry. We don't have much time.
We make a pretty good team.
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about to burst.
Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
Wait! We need to wait! Gods! That thing! There's no time.
Oh no, the boat crashed.
Whoop, game over. Everyone's dead. Thanks for joining the stream. This has been a bit. And see you next time, everyone.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Stream wasn't ended.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
That's my phone alert.
Don't
I
worry,
have
no one's
an
gonna know about your candy smuggling ring.
That's Dust's job.
Got the Kit Kats.
Hey, I'm not
Twizzlers,
Catholic.
Reese's Pieces.
That's not what Mac was getting at. He was actually talking about fucking candy.
Oh.
Those Void Woken made short
Well, I didn't understand the joke, so I just assumed.
Am I the lone survivor? It seems something Wanted me alive.
Just be out on the street in the corner with like big trench coat opening and just see bars of candy and the trench coat like $1 each. I got your Hershey's right here, kid.
That's incredibly fucked up, Mac.
But that's actually gonna happen if they increase the prices on candy anymore. You're gonna have to be going down the street at a corner to buy Hershey bars for $1.
Oh, we talk about fucked up shit all the time. Oh, don't worry. We're a lot more PG-13 when it comes to the streaming.
This won't
Fucked
be
up shit or not, still a little bit more PG.
Yeah.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes,
Or
his
YouTube.
chin, the crown of his head.
YouTube
that's
especially.
kind of
His
the
eyes
point.
snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards.
No, you're not.
Really? Like, what kind of stories? A 7-headed snake? That sounds scary. Can I hear it anyway?
You warmly tell the tale of Visha, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that
Also,
thinks
want to
that
know a
have
fun
all
fact
things
about
here?
Sparking Zero?
Huh?
The child
The,
screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose.
The
closes
makers
his
have
eyes,
said
and
they
looks at
don't
himself
plan on
again.
doing any balance patches.
Good. We don't need another Space Marine 2 situation. What do you want about? Oh, no one cares. But, Mac, that's a good thing. We don't need another fucking Space Marine 2 situation. Well, this is apparently an unpopular opinion from what I've been seeing online. But, you know, that's us. Unpopular opinions. No, that's dust.
Hate speech.
But, anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Space Marine 2 is actually fun and difficult to play, you know, when it came out. But they nerfed the hell out of all of the difficulty in the entire game because people were complaining about stuff being locked behind harder content because they couldn't get to it. You know, the entire point of harder content is to lock more stuff. The difficulty is what is the charm of the game. And Space Marine 2? No, it's not free. But that is
That's
also
not free either.
But none. But
No,
one
it
cares
isn't.
about
It's
that
the
one.
most expensive, stupid game.
the
Nothing.
base game is like 3 hours long. To buy the whole game, you need to drop like $300.
Alex, don't die on this hill. No, you're not.
But back on topic, yeah, Space Marine. Here's the thing, Warhammer is all about its accuracy, whether it's Old World or 40k, doesn't matter. Warhammer is all about lore accuracy. That's the point of Games Workshop. They do not have it any other way. So, why is it that they made the game easier and like you can be asleep while playing the game on the hardest difficulty? When, you know, Space Marines get kicked in the can on a daily basis against everything. Like, sure, Space Marines are strong, but
Be back.
everything they fight is strong too.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy.
Hellbert, from what it sounds like. There's only 2 mechs in Space Marine 2, and that's Hellbrute and the Helldrake.
Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than inside. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. But you didn't die.
None.
Guess I am.
Do you have Game
It's
Pass?
normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
It's a yes or no question, my man.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Well, check. That's on Game Pass.
It is? Vegas is on Game Pass?
I could have sworn it was.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
Okay. You'll be missing out on a lot. You'll be missing out on a lot without the DLC, but even without the DLC, it's still fun. Waste of money.
I have to agree.
I'm back.
Yu-Gi-Oh's the worst. Is this okay? Physical card games. Pokemon's the worst for playing. Then Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic's on top. Yeah, but you can have more fun with Magic. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, almost as if some cards are fucking rare. Also, you can get packs, or you can just buy a fucking pre-built deck for $40.
Hey,
If
Mac,
I ever were to play Magic the Gathering, I'd probably just try and buy a fully made MOP deck and call it a day.
well, one, There's two problems with that. No, three problems. One, literally everyone hates that deck for various reasons.
Why?
Number two,
Unbelievably powerful.
well, that's one of the reasons, and that is the second problem. It is one of the strongest decks in the entire game.
Yeah, friendship, motherfucker.
And three, it's one of the most expensive decks in the game because if I remember correctly, it is no longer made.
Yeah, Mac. If you want to play Commander, which is usually what people play apparently, just go for Warhammer deck.
Damn, they've made it to shore.
Considering almost as if it's good, buddy. Now, but yeah, just you can buy pre-builds pretty easily.
What was I gonna say?
Alex, that's just wrong. There's a good amount of decent and good Roadblocks games.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Probably just it's just Doors 2.0.
Do you got Mac, Dust, do you remember what the skills are requirement for most of the beginner stuff? Like for example, the polymorphs, the fucking drug bottle,
I can look.
etc.
Ooh, what are you getting at?
Divinity?
What about Divinity?
Mac wasn't listening again. Alright, Dust, you do it.
The water with a steady
Okay.
stare. His skin is of a bright
Google.
blood red color. Could he be? Yes, you recognize him from
Well,
the ship.
it's an ability
You can see
where
you're
you
not the
put
only one who
drugs
survived
in
the
a bottle,
tentacles of the
yeet it at someone, and they go to sleep.
Not really.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his. Two
Would it be
smoldering embers that
abilities?
sizzle your
No, I
very
don't think it'd be in combat abilities.
Technically, yes.
Okay. Okay, there it is. What's the first magic type you want to look at?
Medusa head, you know, the most powerful polymorph ability that we've seen.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
What, you want to see how to get it?
No, the cost requirement.
Requires 2 polymorph and 1 memory.
Alright. I'll hold that thought, batteries.
Keep considering how good that skill is. Another thing on Game Pass you could do, Alex. Blaze of P.
Alright, what about first aid?
Hand over heart,
I
he
think that's
salutes
2
you with a bob
huntsmen.
of the head.
I think.
More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Let's check.
Yes, I'm sure you've all...
That means most likely finishing something up.
But let's not get carried away, shall we?
We'll deal with it.
Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve...
I
First
think it's 2
aid.
huntsmen.
As far as the whole
It's 1.
slave business
Oh,
is
wow, that's even
concerned,
better.
Let's just forget about it.
And it doesn't
May as well have
require
your
to
free.
be remembered. Oh, well, it doesn't say it does.
I'm going to not believe that because first aid is a good spell.
Agreed. It's
Doctor
weird
Who
there.
has a commander deck as well. Didn't know that.
Heal and teleport.
Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite
Okay,
you know, the
heal
magic
isn't in...
gazing out over the waves.
Yeah, I think that's in Hydro.
It is in Hydro, I just don't remember how much.
He
Restoration?
smiles dramatically.
that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
Requires
Tell
1
me.
memory. And you're looking at... And the next thing you need is teleportation.
Yeah.
What do you see?
I think
when
that's
you
an
cast your
Aether. I'm
glance
not
over
really
this
sure
ocean?
though. Let's see.
Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once
That-
more, and so
No.
I
A few
remember all the
tranquil
abilities,
moments
I just
pass
don't
as the
remember the
waves lap against
requirements
your
needed
thoughts.
for them.
As for myself, as I
2 arrow
consider the
thirds for
vast
teleportation.
expanse before us, I see an empire.
Divinity.
I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
I think that's all I need, because you can't stack scoundrel and knight abilities, can you? Or warrior.
What do
You mean
Potter
warfare
Lady?
abilities?
I mean
Yeah.
just what I say. I had a very
What do you mean by stacking?
that
So
I
I can just
lost.
understand better.
Like, you can't use rip tendons if you don't have a knife. If I remember correctly.
Suddenly,
let
having
me
all
look.
the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there.
Ruptured
gawking like an
tendons.
ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
It requires a dagger, but you could just fucking have a main hand weapon and then a dagger in your side hand.
Yeah, and with the gift bag, you can actually upgrade weapons, so you won't have a shit knife until you find one better. In case you don't know what I mean by that, the gift bag features that we didn't use because they disabled achievements, they're basically...
Alex, shut up.
They're
You've interrupted the bad.
They're basically upgrading the game, more crafting recipes, more stuff that should have been in the game that wasn't.
Okay. Now you can go, Alex. That is one of the knives, I think.
Yes, it is. But, Mac, what was, by the way, what's the point of the squirrel? Other than giving you spells?
I am the Red Prince. The all
That's it.
The world.
He doesn't have his own story? It's
The
just
spouse
spells?
of the sun.
I mean, he had a story of the Great Acorn, but
It's
to
not an
announce
actual
doesn't-
story.
yeah.
Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment.
I have to make Beast the scoundrel because, you know, he is a dwarf and they get bonuses for that. Making him not a scoundrel would be against stats.
It would be inefficient.
Yeah. Probably going to make the main character a warrior because polymorph is fucking busted. I guess I'll make Red Prince the Hydro
Grandeur
guy.
that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag.
And that's how we build them up.
For the throne I was destined.
I
and
would
my
make
throne
Fane the
I
Hydra
shall
guy, but
have.
there's 2 problems with that. One, skeletons don't mix with healing magic. Number 2, it doesn't fit Fane's character. And?
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of our kind's revered mystics.
I know that Beast is like 5 feet away from where Prince is, I think.
Nope. Beast is in the city at the docks.
I thought he was on the beach next to rubble.
I've
Like
reason to
Prince.
believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
The beach is still in the city.
Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things
So I would have to
first.
go past the main door.
Even if you are
Yeah.
as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the
Prince and
talking
Fane
from
are
here
alone until
out
you get
goes
outside
without
the city.
saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate. The dominion over fire suits me best, truth be told, but there is no school of magic I cannot master.
I find it funny that that the game mentions a cleric as a spellcasting to heal, yet picking a cleric is inherently wrong if you want a healer, because enchanter does it better.
Very well.
The Red Prince nods and gives you...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include your majesty, your royal highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Alright, now I need to go over Prince's stuff. I forgot to pick up extra buckets for Fane and... God damn it. Fane, where art thou? I need ye before I go fight those things over there.
A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. What? No, that can't be. I can't... Hey, stop following me. Huh? Yeah, fine.
Mac, is Fane in the hidden thing behind the reeds or in front of it?
It's all a little foggy.
Behind the reeds.
He's in front of that infected corpse, if I remember correctly.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes
yeah.
lose focus, and with a jerk he turns
There's
away.
poison everywhere.
Well, acid, poison, and infection is pretty much all the same when it comes to the blight damage in this game. Except the status effect, that's a little different. That one's pain.
Something. Let's hope this is worth the digging.
Someone said Android 16 looks like Raccoon if Raccoon looked better, and I can't unsee it now.
What do you mean? Raccoon is infinitely better than 16. How dare you? I know what you're getting at, and I can see it too now that you say it, but no. Raccoon will always be better.
As the alcove opens up, You see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
So Dust, where are you?
It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased
Where
her
did
here.
you think I was?
Seems to have
somewhere
given
because
me
you
the
weren't
slip.
speaking.
Thus,
he turns back to the body, prodding at its face
fair.
cautiously.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull.
I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face.
Yes, Mac, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
I forget, do you need to keep the mask of the shape-shifting on? Stay in form?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the
If you
cheeks
take it
and
off,
pulls
you go
hard,
back to being
grunting in
undead.
frustration
Or
as the
whatever,
body's skin
whoever it is
cools
that you
further.
have it on.
Because I mean, as long as Fane has a hood on, he doesn't need to change shape.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every idiot with a torch does not appeal. Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! Oh. You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, not my kind, but those that look like me.
I mean, yeah, Fane. Usually that's because, you know, undead usually like to kill people.
So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features.
Or at least that's the stigma behind said undead.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No, I may be an eternal, but my patience has its limits. Indeed, I may be the only eternal. My people seem rather absent.
At least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again. Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner, and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm, or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory. Regardless, they are not here, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful.
Excuse me.
Excellent.
Excused.
While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
So we got the warrior, the enchanter.
Who's your enchanter?
Prince.
Who's the warrior?
Main character because of polymorph.
So you're gonna pick Lowe's or Beast for your final?
Oh, definitely Beast. Beast is funny. And because, you know, it's efficient because, again, he's a dwarf, so he gets scoundrel bonuses. I don't know what to make Fane, though, now that I think about it.
Someone with a little muscle. Really? I am adept as any in the fine art of hitting people with sticks. But what exactly are you looking for? If I had your mind, I'd rather wish I could change it too. But very well. Do take your time. Ah, you seek a more subtle approach. How surprisingly civilized. Very well. What do you require? If I had your mind, I'd rather wish I... Much magic? I was controlling the powers of the universe while your people were still... doing whatever it is you used to do. What speciality would you prefer? If I had your mind, I'd rather... Ah, you seek a more subtle approach. How surprisingly civilized. Very well. What do you require? I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see.
I think I'll just make Fane a hunter then, because, you know, you need someone with a bow.
Splendid. Very well. Let's be off.
That is very not fitting for his character, but, like... eh.
With Lowe's dying, wouldn't that just give her demon a body he can take over willingly?
What do you mean?
Well, Lowe's his host to a powerful demon that's in her head, and when she dies, wouldn't the demon just be able to take over the body?
I don't actually know that.
Also, the demon in Lowe's head is I think second to last boss of the game if you followed her storyline.
I'm not surprised. Alright, let me go ahead and give Poison Flask to Fane. Poison Barrel to Fane. Dust, wake up.
I'm awake. Just reading.
So apparently, in one of the what-if scenarios of Goku's story mode in Sparking Zero is you're fighting Android 16, and at any time during the fight, Android 16 can just activate his self-destruct thing, and it's a command grab, and it insta-kills you no matter what health you're at.
I mean, that sounds like, you know, how it went in the show.
True, but still. Roshi's suffering from it because whenever Roshi thinks he's about to win, Android 16 pulls down off, he gets hit, and then he just dies. Because it starts in with Android 16 charging at you, and if he hits you, he kicks you, then jumps at you with his arms outstretched. Since it's a cutscene, after he hits you the first time, you can't do anything about it. So when you hear disengaging limiter, run.
So why not just follow along with the show?
It does. You can. The paths diverge based on choices and how you settle certain fights. There's also the main path that's told from like 8 different perspectives. Well, you thought they got rid of the main path?
No, but I mean, like, what's the benefit of moving them? Moving paths.
Extra fights, seeing how different ways the story could play out.
Oh yeah, what if
unlocking outfits.
What if scenarios are great, but I mean, like, is there any actual reward for doing it?
Okay, well, again, since you interrupted, to answer your question, extra fights, seeing how the story would play out, unlocking outfits, unlocking characters.
Those first two were not rewards.
Is that reward to see how a story plays out?
It depends on who you ask, but that's not the type of reward I was meaning.
But I did say unlock outfits, unlock characters. Because while sure you can just pay Zenny you get from fights to unlock characters, it's much easier to just unlock them from what-if scenarios.
I would imagine it depends on the scenario.
Fair.
Prepare yourself.
I need to find a wand for Prince because staves are terrible.
Did you give the Fusion Force soldier more than just one extra outfit? And by that I mean, because the second outfit you buy for the Fusion Force soldier lets you play as a different Fusion Force soldier. So they should add a few more that lets you play as even more other Fusion Force soldiers, like for example that one Fusion Force soldier Raspberry, which is some regular guy with a helmet and a hand cannon on his arm.
Agreed.
They didn't put up much of a fight. Dry land mustn't suit them.
Or Pui.
I never feel good after having slain a beast, even a bloodthirsty one.
That is not the comment I was expecting to hear from Fane. I am confused, to say the least, now.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey.
Drowned and eaten by a void woken. I wonder in which order.
Can we agree that the map in... can we agree that the map in Divinity is terrible?
Yeah.
Agree.
Hey lady, it's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Never hurts to have tools. I don't know if I can use them for anything, but Dust, wake up.
Yes.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Out.
Answer him. Need I repeat myself?
But I know nothing of any Verdus.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, lizard!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
Wait, if you can upgrade...
Will be needed
The Lizard Magister.
If you
or
can
what's
upgrade
left of her,
equipment
lies
in
a
the...
puddle of gore.
upgraded edition of Divinity, does that mean that Alexander's robes will be good throughout the entire game?
Don't know.
Because Alexander's robes were really good.
Do you have the gift bag option turned on where to get that black cat as like a permanent 6 member?
Yes, I don't know what it does, but yes.
Yet a magister.
Well,
No matter her
can't it
reasons,
attack
her
in battle?
penalty was fair.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
So where are you going tomorrow anyway?
I have to go with, I have to go with my father to some sort of business meeting.
Didn't I?
Mm.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this? That kind of talk will land you on the rack, Pipsqueak. Play tough and we'll play rough, yeah. Now why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Where is he?
I got my eye on you, Scaly. Don't try any of that sauce business on my watch, or I'll do to you what the hammer did to that traitor. Don't make promises you can't keep, filth. We deal with your disgusting kind very eagerly in Fort Joy. Soon I'll use them pretty claws of yours as toothpicks.
My nose is not agreeing with me today.
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the hammer herself? They were so close, almost within arm's reach. It's time to accept a kin, is it? A traitor cannot
What's funny
be
about
murdered.
me seeing Roshi struggling in the Android 16 fight was because I did this same fight, and not once did Android 16 do the disengaging limiter thing on me.
Boom.
Yeah, it did it to Roshi like 6 times now.
The Divine Order's all that stands between everything you see and a Void Woken's throat. Any traitor to them is a traitor to us all. Believe it or don't. The Divine Order doesn't need our loyalty. They'll save us in spite of ourselves. Even you, skin shedder.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble. You, help me teach this beast. He must respect. If not, he comes for you next.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, Elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Why, yes. Of course I am. All my life.
Hello, Dee. I would. And Paler.
He shifts uncomfortably.
Ah, get out of here, will ya? You ain't worth my time, neither are you.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling.
Oh. So having the cat follow you unlocks more dialogue.
Really?
Ifan and the cat don't like each other.
He shoots you a flinty look, all teeth and peril.
Lone wolves only share such information with friends. Are we going to be friends? No harm having a friend in this place. One hand washes the other and all that. Trust me, there'll be plenty of filth to wash off around here. But suit yourself. Like I said, suit yourself. If you change your mind, you know where I am.
She ain't come back.
Now where in the hell is the magic mirror in Fort Joy?
You don't get the magic mirror until you get to the boat.
Gift bag disagrees with your statement.
You there? You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you...
Then I don't know.
Are you quite...
Yeah, that's the... Me and Mac are the ones that remember it being the boat. I don't remember anything else.
Oh, the boat is right, but gift bag
something
disagrees.
Very worth knowing, but it's hardly a group affair. I only need one. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one. Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't. Atta girl, who wouldn't? Finally, someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of here.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, wham, and I'm back.
There's an artifact that you can use
Welcome
to
back.
teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location. It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me your map and I'll show you where to go. Not enough to trouble a fine specimen such as yourself. Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as free. Go give those lizards... Pardon, what for?
Make the hinges rust.
Comes it out all dilly-eyed.
Hello there, beastie.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Ah. Eh? Oh, that. That won't be my first or last roll on a lost boat. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe you don't.
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder with a great, strong hand.
I love some of these descriptions for, you know, beast and, say, a female lizard who's like almost 3 times beast's size. And the narrator, beast seizes your shoulder, and I'm just like,
He knows geomancy. He just makes a fucking rock stepping stone.
There's something of you, you know?
What's funny?
You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. You can leave here. Get on with your life.
Got anyone in chat?
You?
Why don't we make a deal then? You help me
No.
get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you.
I'm not in chat.
You should be.
That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast. May have been cast out, but you can bet your last healer breach you wish
But you
she
know what I
hadn't
want
have.
to see, Jacob?
I've taken my revenge 1,000-fold.
In
on
Sparking
that
Zero,
tyrant's fate.
I want to see someone make like the top 10 fighter list playing as a Cyberman
I mean,
in ranked.
given how Budokai works, I doubt it unless they were cheating. Like, if this was Xenoverse, sure, but this is Budokai. Things are not meant to be fair.
True.
A case? A whole orchard, more like. Justinia went absolutely cuckoo with power, and it's the people who are paying the price. No sense getting riled up about it now. It's not about me, it's about... never mind.
Dust.
Oh.
Use the power of Google. Do I need to use Beast to steal these skill books, or do I get them when I kill the people?
We're a team now, so the me is not
How should I
half
word
as
this?
important
Do
as the
merchants
us.
drop skill books in Divinity?
Yeah, when they die.
Let's get down
'Cause,
to
you know,
brass
Fort
tacks.
Joy, kill everything.
Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be? I've more muscle in an inch than most have got in a mile. What do you have in mind in particular? Come on, kid, we haven't got all day. You've been around as long
Okay.
as I have. You pick up a thing or two.
This isn't Steam posting. Early game vendors don't usually drop the first tier skill books on death. After level 4, they'll have the next tier set. Those usually drop as long as you viewed them in the inventory before killing them. Okay. So from what I'm seeing, inconsistent.
So no, use Beast. Got it.
Yeah.
May not look it, but I'm pretty light on my toes when I need to be. Did you have a specialty in mind?
Since you're also on Google, check if lockpicks break. I don't remember. Like, I know that Fane has unlimited lockpicks, but unfortunately, Beast can't just rip Fane's hand off and use it as a lockpick.
Then it's settled.
Well, Dust.
Capital.
Well,
that's that sorted.
You mean like, do they go away after you lockpick a door? Yeah, they do.
That's problematic.
They're one-time use. Agreed. A lot of people don't like it.
Right there, Mac.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, Beast has the Petrify skill by default? Question mark?
What? What you said?
Bruh. Beast has the Petrify skill by default?
Nice.
Oh, you were right there, Chief. I think Mac died.
I said nice that he has Petrify.
And I asked you another question.
Okay, what's the second question?
Are you okay? Because you're making weird noises.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Neither void work can consume their joy, their misery.
Just look up where the mirror is. I need it to mess around with stats.
The mirror me and you used? Well, all three of us?
Oh, the one in Fort Joy from the gift bag.
Ha! Collared like a dog. A very tall, very scary dog.
Alright.
I pity you, but Sceptre the Ineffable has no patience for weakness. Laughing in the faces of my enemies, of course. Little do they know, the most powerful sorcerer the world has ever known scuttles on their very shores. But of course, they'll happily dump your maggot-ridden corpse into the sea when they're through with you. Sorcerers dance while magisters pull the strings. Fools all! Their tomfoolery won't save them from the destruction the void shall wreak upon them. This power is my birthright, same as yours, but one of us has grown to astounding
Heart
heights,
and
and the other has
joy,
sunk to
mirror
depths
location.
too humiliating to describe. Pity. Ha! Of course, precious. But which is worse,
Below
joy
the
disease?
kitchen in the Fort Joy arena.
Oh, well, that's not too bad. Cause I need to go change. I need to go change beast skills, and also more. And also more importantly, Prince's appearance because, you know, ugly.
So Roshu's here to prove that if you have enough skill, even a handicapped fight can go in your favor. Because he went to a ranked match as Team Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 version, the one where he fought Cell, and went up against someone using Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and he won.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, when another divine
Yeah, but try that against Beerus.
change back. What if there are no
Or Whis.
Cheap again, all about skill and how good your opponent is or not.
Try that against Whis, or Beerus, or Champa, or Baby.
I mean, as I said, it all depends on how good the other person controlling that character is. If they're absolute trash, then you're gonna beat that character like nothing.
Sir, you are missing the point.
Okay, what's the point then?
Doesn't matter how bad they are.
Depends on how they chose to balance the game, but yeah, I get where you're coming from.
The game is lore accurate, meaning, meaning Whis is Whis. He could look at Gohan and Gohan would pass away.
Each character has their own stat blocks.
You know, all I can imagine for Prince is the handsome Squidward meme.
The one where he keeps getting bashed in the face and getting more and more handsome.
Well, I was more meaning that, you know, Red Prince looks ugly by default, at least in my opinion, right? And
you're right.
You know, and then when we go into the mirror and change his appearance, just fucking handsome Squidward.
Damn, glow up in an instant.
It's every 2 points. Is it every 1 or 2 points that you get a memory slot? I don't remember.
Probably 2. Also, I'll be back.
Bruh.
I'll be in the chat, probably.
You're supposed to tell me.
Oh, let me look then. Every 2 levels.
I mean every 2 points.
Well, Google just says characters gain an additional memory slot every 2 levels. Which I don't feel like that's correct.
I find it funny that you can have Fane just be literally a broken skeleton. I find that particularly funny.
Fair. Now, I'm gonna go.
No. Skeleton with hair don't look right.
I'll be back. Gotta drop a deuce.
Again, you didn't need to say that.
Let's see the actual word. It's a deuce.
Yes, you didn't need to say it. Yet.
Deuce. The log.
I'm gonna slap you.
The taco aftermath.
Stop it. Go.
Fudge. Okay, I'm going.
One more word.
What?
Bad. Alright, let's see. I apologize, you all had heard that. He's kind of a moron, by the way. Do I not have any lockpick, or am I just... I swear I had lockpicks. Where did they go? Unless I used them somehow? Whatever.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
He's what now? He's great. I know you have it, or you know who does.
You're kinda getting too big for your boots, you know? Bloody cavies. Ought to keep out of our hair if you don't want to pay for the pleasure. Your kind. And the dwarves and elves besides. Those of you that see the whole realm eaten up by the void woken before you change your ways. You're kinda getting too this time.
Not now. I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Anything for a fellow sorcerer, isn't that right? Sure, I got a little source in me, but I'm a human. We're trying to save Rivellon from source, even when it's in our own bellies. It's the rest of you that are causing all this chaos.
It's not nice.
Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Well, I'm gonna cut it here because neither of them are here, and yeah, been at this for about almost 2 hours. So yeah, peace.